Hello, I'm Billy Fenning. I'm the senior pastor here at All Nations, and here's my thought for the week. I thought we would recap something of what we shared on Sunday. If you would like to hear more, then I encourage you to go onto our website, www.allnationselam.org, and you can hear the whole sermon. But my attention was taken to Psalm 16 in verse 7, when David said, "I will bless the Lord who has given me counsel. My heart also instructs me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me, because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. My heart instructs me in the night seasons." The question is, what does your heart advise you when you're going through difficult times? Seasons when there's confusion and darkness, you don't seem to have all the answers. You see, where your heart is, there you will get your instruction. And it's important in the midst of our circumstances that we don't react to our circumstances, but we respond to them. David said, "I have set the Lord always before me, always before me." And it's important that our focus is right during those times when things appear to be going wrong. David said, "I set the Lord before me, he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved." And there is the great security and assurance that we have in the Lord our God, because in him we are secure. In him we have hope. And whilst in this life, on this journey, we may not have all the answers as to why we suffer, why in terms of pain that we might have to go through, there will come a day we will know as we are known. But until that day, it's important that I instruct my heart to have the right perspective, to have wisdom. James said, when we're going through these trials, he said, welcome them not as intruders, but as friends. So don't shy away, and don't go into a valley of self-pity of asking, why me, or poor old me. Welcome them as friends, not intruders. And then James, he said, look, if you need wisdom to understand with objectivity as to why you're going through such a journey, then ask God, because God will give to all men generously. On Sunday, we looked at three men in the Old Testament: Jehoshaphat, Nehemiah, and Hezekiah. And all these men faced great difficulties in life. Yet in the midst of their difficulties, they brought their situation to God in prayer. And when you analyze their prayer unto God, you see something of a plan for our lives, that we too can come to God in prayer. They prayed, "O great, almighty, awesome God." And they praised God in the midst of their difficulties. But they acknowledged that God was the creator of heaven and earth, that God is ruler, that he reigns over all things. Amazing when you analyze these three men and how they prayed unto God. And they reminded God of his covenant, of his word. And we too ought to come into the presence of God with the word of God on our lips, reminding God of his promise and his covenant to us. And so, here's my thought for this week. Remember, no matter what you're going through, do not leave God out of the equation. Involve God. Let God be part of the solution to give you wisdom and objectivity, that you might know joy and peace. God bless.